Nou, we hebben gezien dat die mogelijkheden van AI en geo-AI blijven zich maar doorontwikkelen. Maar dit beperkt zich niet alleen maar tot geo en AI. En ja, we leven in een wereld waar misschien wel meer dan ooit niet alles is wat het lijkt. Als u de actualiteiten volgt, misschien over de verkiezingen in India binnenkort of later dit jaar in de Verenigde Staten, heeft u wellicht gehoord over de zorgen die er zijn rondom de invloed van deepfake video's daarbij. En het wordt steeds lastiger om te weten of afbeeldingen, video's of misschien wel stukken muziek die we zien en horen, gemaakt zijn door mensen dan wel een computer. En om dat te onderscheiden, hebben we een heel sterk onderscheidingsvermogen nodig. En dat gaan wij nu met z'n allen trainen. En daarvoor wil ik 2 gasten uitnodigen op het podium. Aan de linkerkant Miguel Esri, marketinggoeroe bij Esri Nederland, helemaal los met generatief AI. En aan de rechterkant John Nelson, mappinggoeroe en helemaal los met ArcGIS. Wat we gaan doen is het volgende. We gaan een battle doen. AI versus ArcGIS. Zowel Miguel als John hebben een aantal kaarten voorbereid. En we gaan u zo een aantal kaarten tonen. En dan gaan ze betogen waarom juist zij die kaart gemaakt hebben. En op dat moment daarna ga ik u vragen, klapt u voor AI of klapt u voor ArcGIS? Dus sta dan even op en klap voor één van de 2. Daarna horen we wat het is. En dan zullen we ook wat vertellen over de achtergrond van deze kaarten. Klaar? Ready? We will do this remainder of this battle in English. Round 1. Contour maps.
Obviously, this was created in ArcGIS Pro. And I'll tell you how it was created in ArcGIS Pro using the contour tool in Spatial Analyst. We've created polygons of different elevations. We give it a vertical offset to make it appear pseudo 3D. And then, to give it a sense of reality and shade, we give it a gradient stroke from black to semi-transparent black. And we use some blend modes to bake it in, and it looks realistic.
It's well said, John, but unfortunately I've never seen humans make maps this beautiful. This is typically something that AI wants to do when it wants to show off and impress us with its capabilities. So this cannot be made by humans. This is clearly something that AI made.
Okay, time for the verdict. Who of you thinks this map is made with ArcGIS? Well done, John. Who of you thinks this map is made with AI? It's very tight. It's about 50-50. Yeah. So let's see. This map was made with AI.
Yeah, we got at least half of you with that one. Yeah, it's made by AI. For the people who are interested in it, this is the prompt I use. It's actually quite a simple prompt for Stable Diffusion to come up with this map. Now, AI maps, you only saw it for a couple of seconds, but they don't hold up to scrutiny, really. Upon closer inspection, we can actually see that these maps have a couple of tells, so to speak. If we zoom in at the bottom here of the map, we see contour lines doing some really weird stuff. Same here on the left-hand side. They're overlapping, curving into each other. I don't know what that would look like in reality. It would probably be something from a sci-fi movie. I have no idea what that would look like, but this is not real, obviously. Now, humans can actually make maps that are this beautiful, or even more beautiful. There's one human right here who's capable of creating that, because this is one of his maps, Paper Train. And here's another one made by John. Real maps, actual maps made by a human.
Okay, are you ready for the next round? Round 2, war games.
Hollywood. This was made in ArcGIS, obviously. I look at this and I think mission critical. ArcGIS is used in mission critical applications all over the world, even in Hollywood. Yeah. When I look at this something that really speaks to me is the precise and accurate political borders, actual geometry, real geometry. Clearly, this was made in ArcGIS.
Yeah, you would actually be surprised at how good AI has gotten in drawing actual borders. It depends really on the extent that we use. If we were to zoom into the Netherlands and have like a war games map of Netherlands versus Belgium for some reason, that would not work. The borders would look very strange. But on a world scale, it's become actually quite good. Most models have been trained with these kind of maps and is able to draw these borders quite nicely. One of the things that speaks to me immediately is the random lines and shapes on this map. I mean, this is typically something that AI does just to make it look a little bit more interesting. This is AI.
Well, what do you think? Who thinks this is made with ArcGIS? Who thinks this is made with AI? Well, that must be about 80-20 for ArcGIS. Well, let's see whether this is correct or not. This map was made with ArcGIS. You're correct.
Very insightful, yes. We start with a black background to make it look like a movie from 1980 and a crowded room of military advisors packed around a mission-critical application. We add a grid because that makes it look cool, and we give everything a firefly effect of glowy importance. And then we add in some international flight data to look like kind of interesting arced lines because that looks fantastical. And lastly, we add all kinds of little visual elements to look like pieces being maneuvered all over the world. ArcGIS Pro.
Actually, Miguel, you were not lying so much, were you?
No, this one is made with AI. There's something weird happening with Africa. We can all see that on this map. But generally speaking, it's quite good at drawing world borders. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for the final round. Round 3. Diorama.
I remember making this, and actually it was a little tricky, but I can tell you the trick. This was made in ArcGIS Pro. If you take a digital elevation model and you extract a segment of it and you put it in a local 3D scene, everything outside of that elevation model will be invisible. And you've effectively created a small, isolated block diagram. And if you add some vertical exaggeration and some contour lines with creative coloring, you get this map created in ArcGIS.
So a lot of technical speak for me. This is very obviously AI. This is typically, once again, things that AI wants to do to impress us. I see highlights on the tops of the peaks of the mountains just to have that differentiation in contrast, which is something we see in a lot of maps created by AI when it's trying to make it look a little bit more 3D. There's also something weird going on with the cutout. And let's be honest, this doesn't even look like a real place, does it? This is AI, clearly.
Well, let's hear it from the audience. What do you think? Who thinks this is ArcGIS? Who believes Miguel is truthful? It's about a 60-40 divide, I would say. Well, you're not that bad. This map was made with AI.
Thanks. Yeah, this one is AI again, and it's a bit scary actually at how accurate it's becoming at creating maps. This is the prompt, a little bit more complicated. There's a lot in there, but it's nothing more than just some clever prompt engineering. Now, usually when you start creating a map with an AI tool, an AI model, you start with results like this. This is a map of Utrecht, apparently. Some very strange going on here. That's usually the process. You do a couple of iterations, you start tweaking the prompt, and then you get eventually a good map. Not the map you just saw. This one just came out straight away, without any changes, any edits, any kind of engineering. This is where AI, for me, takes a little bit of a scary turn. If it's capable of creating something like this so easily in an app that, by the way, is accessible to all of you here, no special knowledge required for this, then what's going to happen soon with maps that we see? Are they going to be real, or are they going to be generated by AI? And that's why for us as map makers, as humans, it is important that we keep sharing our real maps with the world. Maps that are beautiful and inspiring, yes, for sure. But most of all, maps that are truthful. Just like this last beautiful map here, created by John. Thanks.
Okay. Well played.